So you can present yourself, like name and crew.
All right, TIC-TOCK, crew. I'm in Universal. I'm just an old school cat that been dancing for over 30 years.
New York City,
Everyone
right?
knows me. NYC, everyone knows me, from Dance Fusion, Mob Tops to Elite Force to Every Single Body, Full Circle, Rocksteady Crew. If you're a dancer in New York City, you know who TIC-TOCK is, and that's that. I'm talking about old school, not the new guys, but the guys that created the game. They all know who TIC-TOCK is.
You mainly dance, like mainly style, or you have many?
Many style. I call my style fusion because I infuse every single thing I ever came across in the 30 years I've been dancing in New York City. So I do hip-hop, I do tap, I do jazz, I do all of that, but I make it into one style that I call fusion, which is elements of everything else I ever learned. So it's a little bit of breaking, a little bit of popping, a little bit of waving, a little bit of get light, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of African, a little bit of everything into one style that I call fusion.
All right. So for you to know, I am getting some audio interviews to write a paper about how the culture is transmitted here from new people. And the first question I would like to ask you is like, do you think how do we know that people are in the right track when they are learning? It is like the feedback that the community gives, kind of the feedback you get in the cypher or in the social places. So for example, if somebody calls you to be a judge, well, that would be like when you are high level. But for example, that some people give you props or give you, it is this feedback from the community that allows you, or like that helps you to know if you are in the right track or not.
Well, there's two things that'll let you know that you're developing. That's yourself and then the community around you. Like anything with movement, and that's not just dance. You could go for sports, you could go karate, anything that has to do with moving your body. You don't know how good you are until you put yourself against somebody else that's doing the same thing. If you're learning how to do karate, you don't know how good you are until you fight another person who do karate. If you know how to run, you don't know how good you are until you run against somebody else. If it's anything that has to do with movement. If you swim, you don't know how good you are until you swim somebody else. So dance doesn't change. If it's movement, you can learn all you want, but the only way you're going to know that you improve anything is see how you stand up against somebody else. And that's just anything that has to do with movement, not just dance. But if you're moving and you're learning something that has to do with moving your body, you won't know how good you are if you're on the right track until you go against somebody else. Same thing with gymnastics. If you're flipping, you're not going to know if you're good until you challenge somebody else that know how to flip. So with movement, you know you're on the right track once you challenge somebody. Another way you know you're on the right track is either record yourself and look at yourself every 6 months. Okay. If you look the same, then you know you didn't do nothing. If you look different, then you know you're on the right track. Those are the two ways you know about improvement. But the best way is the battle, and that is part of the culture. Since 1974, that is the way you know that you're good. Battle is part of the culture.
You mean cypher battle in a jam or like official battle like this one? It doesn't matter.
Official battle is politics.
All right.
Official battle, a real battle, is when the audience judge, not one person opinion. Because that judge opinion could be wrong. Okay. These battles right here, not saying they're bad, but that's just the opinion of two people,
all right,
or three people, or one person, depending on how many judge. That's just their opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. A true battle is when you go into a club or you go into a jam, and not the person who's judging, but the place judge. If you're going back and forth with someone or you're going with someone and then the place is like, and you have the energy of the crowd and they're cheering you, then you know you improve. If you're dancing and everybody quiet and everyone just go, then you know you got to step it up. So if you want to know you good, your best judge is your fellow peers and the real cypher, not a dance contest. Dance contest is good for money and reputation. But if you want to know you good for yourself, go to the club, real cypher, real people, or jam, real cypher, real people. Contests, jams is only good for your reputation. Web Facebook is only good for your reputation, but that's not really mean you're good. What really means you're good is in the cypher when everybody, dancer, not dancer, someone that never seen dance before, and they like, oh, you know that. If you could get 100 people to cheer for you, then you know you're good.
So if, for example, somebody is learning in a school, or maybe is learning from somebody else, you don't know how good you are till you demonstrate it till in this social places, right?
Like I said, with anything,
you can be really nice in the school, but you don't know.
Yeah, but that's anything with movement. If you learn karate, you don't know how good you are until you fight someone that's spontaneous. See, in the studio, in the school, it's rehearsed. It's safe. You don't know how much you're a man until you enter the jungle. You know, you don't know how fast you run until you're running in the track. You know, you could train all you want. You could put the watch all you want. But, yo, when the heart is pumping and when it's time, how you perform under pressure is how good you are. Anyone could be good when it's relaxed. When you're home, you know you look good. Just like there's some people that say they sing good in the shower. But as soon as they get out the shower and they get the microphone, they sound horrible. So you don't know you're good until you got that pressure. When you're fighting, you don't know you're good until it's a real fight and you know this person can hurt you and you survive. You know you're good. You don't know you're good until you're battling against somebody that's not your friends, that don't care about you, and their job is to make you look horrible and you survive. That's when you know you're good. You're in school, that's your friend you're battling against. So they're not going to go that hard. In the school is safe. When it's not safe and you survive, you're good. And that's the only way you're going to know you're good. Everything else in the school, practice at home, that's training. You got to actually use what you know to know if you're good. That's it. That's the only way. Because your friends will lie to you. Yeah. Your friends will be like, oh, you look great. Your friends will lie to you. A total stranger would be like, you're whack, bro. And that's the truth. The club is a stranger. School, those are your classmates. They're not going to tell you the truth because they don't want to hurt your feelings. A stranger who don't know you.
Also a friend, like if you're dancing with a friend, maybe if you're doing something you don't know is so good, maybe your friend can tell you, whoa, that's nice. Maybe you didn't.
Yeah. That's training.
Well, that's training, yeah, sure.
That's training.
Yeah, that
doesn't mean you know you're good.
Yeah, okay.
You can never know you're good with the person you train with. You got to know when your heart is under pressure. Because when you can't think, when you're calm, you can think. Mm-hmm. But when there's pressure and the heat on you and you got 100 people watching you and your heart is go and you still can focus, that's when you're good. There's people that could dance good when there's no pressure. When they're in the school, when they're in the dance class, they dance real good. But as soon as you put them on stage in front of an audience, oh, I forgot the step. Oh, this is that. You know good. You could be good in the studio, but when it's time to perform in front of people, you could be horrible. So you only know you're good when it's time to do it in front of other people.
Last quick question. Any recommendation for somebody that is wanna learn, like that is interested in learning in the right way? Go to the communities in their city and prove how good they are.
Yeah.
Right?
Go local and then when
recognition from the community, their own community.
Start at your home, go in your community, and then once you finish with your community, go other places, and when you finish with that place, go other places. There's people that only come to America. They finished taking over France, so now they come to America to battle people here, because now I'm the best in France. Now I want to see if I'm the best in Germany, and now I'm going to see if I'm the best in Japan. That's the only way. It depends on how good you want to be. Some people's happy being good, the best in their neighborhood. It's all about your hunger. Some people are like, I'm the best in the neighborhood. I could stop. Some people are like, no, I want to be the best in the world. You can't stop. So if you want to be the best, the only way you could do it is by testing yourself. Happy New Year. It's by testing yourself and going other places and going other things. And never accept somebody, one or two people, saying you're bad or you're good. Because sometimes people say you're bad because they don't understand what you're doing. It doesn't mean you're not good. It just means they don't understand. You understand?
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why I said
a lot of people, who you were saying, a big community.
A lot of big community. If you go to a big circle and 100 people is cheering you, then you know you're good. That one person could say, "Oh, don't understand your style. Oh, you're bad. You need more work." That one person, don't let 1 or 2 people determine whether you're good or not. The only way you know you're good is when you go into a cypher. No judging, a regular club, a regular jam, real people, and the other people just watching you, and then everyone's like, yeah, you know you're good when you finish dancing, everyone's like, yo, bro, you move me. You're not good unless you make somebody emotional. If I dance and I don't make no one feel nothing, I'm not good. Because the whole purpose of dancing is to make somebody feel something. You understand? If I'm dancing and you're feeling nothing, then I'm no good. I didn't do my job. You know, because your whole job, just like a singer. If someone sings and you feel nothing, then that person's not a good singer. If you dance and you're watching this person dance and you don't feel good or you don't feel nothing, then that person's not a good dancer. Or at least that person failed to inspire you, because that's what a dancer does. We inspire the people that watch us. So if you can't make the surf school, if you can't make the whole club happy, then you need more work to do. You need more work to do. That's the only way, because people will lie to you. Your friends will lie to you. Your teacher will lie to you. All these teachers will lie to you because they want you to come back and make more money. Your friends will lie to you because they want to be your friend and don't want to hurt your feelings. People in the circle won't lie to you. They'll be like, and they won't be mean and say you're whack, but they won't clap for you. They won't pay attention to you. If you're dancing in a circle and everyone's like this, you know you're no good. But if you dance in a circle and people are like, now you know you're good. That's it. That's the real judge. Everybody else will lie to you. Okay?
That's all I wanted to listen. Thank you very much. Thank you for the interview. Thank you.